Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So full review for the iPhone 8 Plus. It's like super easy. I don't even have to bring the 8 in because it's pretty much running along the same lines here. Listen, technically this phone, and I say technically, speaking of tech specs, we've got a 1080p 5.5 inch display. You've got the upgraded cameras on here, the 12 megapixel cameras. I'm shooting in 4K at 60 frames per second at its highest point. But it does have 24 and 30 frames per second as well. You've got 3 gigs of RAM and that new Apple A11 Bionic chip that they're calling it. 2690, so basically about a 2700 milliamp hour battery in here. But iOS is optimized so well, you know, and the battery life is fantastic on here. I do have some upgrades coming next week, so be on the lookout for those. But battery life is fantastic. So you've got wireless charging because it now has the glass back. And you got the wide color gamut, you've got the true tone display. It would have been nice to get 160 hertz refresh rate, but hey, that'll come in another phone. You got the hexa-core, all the technical stuff, 64 gigs onboard storage or 256. You got the quad LED still. This is a good phone. So reviewing this phone, and you got Bluetooth 5.0 on here as well. Now there's no headphone jack, but you have IP67. Again, you've got that wireless charging now, and you keep your fingerprint reader. So reviewing this phone is actually super easy because I reviewed a lot of iPhones, and it's not that they're all the same, but this particular model of the iPhone is pretty much just like your same size as the iPhone 7 Plus. Dimensions are pretty much the same. They're a little different, but not enough to where you can't use the same accessories. I would say that the overall experience with this phone is going to be really good. It is a little heftier, and some people are saying, well, why do you keep saying it's heftier? Yeah, no, it's heavier because you've got glass now. You've got glass all around. So it's actually a little grippier. It feels really good. It looks a little bit more premium. I'm really feeling this color. This color is boss. So if you have this color, you're a boss. I'm John Williams, and I approve that message. Anyway, this color is really nice. Other than, just all the high power specs that Apple tells you about, this is actually a pretty great phone. It's just like most iPhones. Even though I've got the iOS 11, I've got the latest and greatest of everything on here, it's an iPhone. So iPhone users should rejoice because you get that latest processor. So if you're a gamer, it's very good on battery efficiency. I can easily make it through 2 days with this phone and, pull down about 5.5, 6 hours of screen on time. Easy. So that's not an issue. But the only issue I do have is though, it feels so familiar because it is familiar. But with that being said, I don't not like it. Again, this is a very simple and quick review. I like the iPhone 8 Plus. It feels good in the hand. Performance is great. Screen. The screen is a 1080p display. But did you guys know? Now, I know I'm not the only one that has noticed this, but the iPhone can play 2K videos. Now, how is it that the iPhone can play 2K videos, but it's a 1080p display? Totally possible. Let me give you an example. I was watching some MMA stuff. So let's go to Techzilla's video here because he definitely shoots in 4K. And we're going to skip this right here. This video is definitely in 4K. As you can see here, the iPhone can play 2K video. Now, this isn't something that's new. The iPhone 7 Plus can do it as well. And pretty much all the iPhones can do it when you're on Wi-Fi. But if you're on T-Mobile, you can adjust. Not T-Mobile. No, I'm thinking of an Android phone. If you're on Wi-Fi, if you're not on Wi-Fi with iPhones, they don't allow you to adjust the audio quality, the video quality. But on Android, you can. However, with iOS, with this 1080p display for iPhones, you can actually play 2K videos, 1440p. You just saw me playing it. Happens all the time. Happens on the iPad, but the iPad actually should be able to do it. But this phone right here, all of my iPhones that are 1080p displays can actually play 2K video. So if you didn't know that, you can. And it definitely plays 60 frames per second video. But overall, guys, this can't be a long drawn out review because this phone is actually really good. I'm more impressed with the most exciting part about this phone for me was the cameras. And I say was, but I should say is the cameras. And you got like, oh my God, Jay, what you gonna do with it? I'm gonna keep using it. But the cameras are really impressive. The front cameras are good, just not as impressive as some other cameras. They're doable. But you know, if you're gonna use this for vlogs and things like that, you gotta have some great lighting because it's gonna wash you out or make you look flat or whatever. I don't know. The portrait mode and stuff with the cameras, I used it a couple times. It's okay. You know, nothing that grabs me to say, oh my God, I'm gonna start doing a whole bunch of things in portrait mode. Yeah, no. Apple Pay is cool. Just, you know, it's an iPhone. So maybe when the iPhone 10 gets in here, I'll be more excited. I doubt it because I'm just gonna be paying for different hardware. The experience is gonna be the same, folks. You're just gonna be paying for different hardware. And even though you're paying for different hardware, it's good hardware. So if you, again, you know, I guess that, I don't know if I've said it yet, but one of the main questions I keep getting is, should I upgrade, man? If I got an iPhone 7 Plus, I don't know why people would ask this, but people do ask that. They keep asking, should they upgrade from the 7 Plus? My answer to you is, if it's not broken, keep it. You know, don't upgrade. Like, why are you upgrading? But if you just want the latest tech, I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. I'm just going to tell you you could save money because you're not going to get that much difference in experience. You're going to get an iOS experience, and that's just what it is, folks. The iPhones are cool. iPhones are nice. You know, they run very well. They definitely run better than most Android phones. I didn't say all, I said most as far as performance goes. But after that, you know, you're not doing that much powerhouse stuff to where, you know, you need to keep talking about, oh, my phone's more powerful than yours. The day-to-day experience, I don't see anything different in day-to-day experience from these two phones. They're both fast, fluid, and that's just what it is. And they both get the job done. But ultimately, the iPhone is a purchase that a lot of people probably will make because they like Apple. I like Apple. I have a lot of Apple products, not a lot of Apple phones though. I normally keep the latest iPhones for a little bit when they come out, and then I'll sell them. I'll just get rid of them and just, you know, go back to using my Android phone. Or, you know, if this one probably will stay around because I like this design, honestly. I've already bought, actually, you've seen me review a lot of stuff for this phone, cases that were given to me, but I actually bought something for this phone that I really was excited about, and I can't wait to show you next week. It'll be here next week, hopefully. So, or depending on when you're watching this video, it might already be up, but I got some good stuff coming for this that I actually purchased. So, overall, guys, it's an iPhone. I know you guys like Apple. I like Apple. This is what it is, man. That's just what it is. Apple iPhones run smooth. Like, they sync very well. Like, earlier in the video, I had to cut the video because I got a phone call. And the great part about I like iOS because it rang on my phone, it rang on my watch, it rang on my iPad, and it rang on my 5K Mac. That's boss. I can answer it wherever I want to. And that's one thing I like about iOS, the fluidity. Just the whole, the OS itself is so stable. It's super impressive. And that's where I want every other operating system to be. There's just things about this that I really like iMessenger, FaceTime. Those can't be matched. I've sent, like, I've recorded a video in 60 frames per second, 1080p and 4K, and sent it to another iPhone. That's boss. And it comes out full resolution. Not happening on Android. Sorry, it's just not. You got to use it Google Drive or something, and then you know it's just not the same. iMessenger is fast, fluid, and boss. I really like it. Now Samsung Pay is better than Apple Pay, obviously, in my experience, in my personal preference. But Apple Pay is good. You know, there's a lot to like about iPhones. So you know, iPhones are very fluid. You know, they're nice. You know, they run well. And there's nothing really that I can hate about this. I wish I would have taken this phone with a bigger screen with this same body. They could have made this a 5.8-inch display, and I would have been happy. I really would have been happy. Cut off a little bit down here, and then cut off a little bit up here. You could have got a 5.8-inch display in this body. I would have been happy. Would have been happy with that. But they chose not to do that. We know Apple. You know, shout out to Techzilla. He said nickel and dime. I saw his nickel and dime video. He's pretty much right. You know, but it is what it is. I'm not mad at Apple. You know, I'm not an Apple hater. I purchased these products, so I like them. I think they're hot. So, and you know, I'll continue to use an iPhone or some kind of Apple product because everybody in my family has Apple products, but I don't know how long I can last with an iPhone. That's my main phone. That's all. So if you have an iPhone 8 Plus, enjoy it. If you don't have one and your phone's not busted, don't run out and buy one, man. You're getting the same experience. Anything under an iPhone SE, sure, go ahead and upgrade if you want to, so you can get some good hardware. But you don't have to go to this phone. You can get just any other iPhone and save a ton of money. Recertified iPhones through carriers are like 300 and something bucks, man. That's super cheap and affordable. You definitely should do it. So it's your man Jay Will. I'll see you guys in the next video. The iPhone 8 Plus is really simple to review. It's not much. I'll give you follow-ups. I'll compare cameras and stuff like that. That, you know, that's just the norm. This is what it is, what I do with these iPhones. I'll record videos with these. These phones are great for editing video for YouTube because iMovie on here isn't the full version like on the Mac, but it's still good, you know? It's good. I really like it. So there it is, man. Full review, more of a discussion, me telling you my opinion like always. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.